Hello everyone! Wow, we've got one for you here. How would you like to come to Fellas Studios and see Pitch Side and all the other amazing podcasts Fellas look after? Come meet myself, Reev and Tom when he's back in action, after his surgery. All you need to do to have a chance at coming to do all that amazing stuff is fill out the survey using the link in the description down below, and you'll be entered in a draw to win that tour of the studio and come meet us. Plus, £100 to spend at Classic Football Shirts. You have until next Sunday, the 21st of May to enter, so make sure you get on that now if that's something that interests you. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you are following us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify.
Give us a 5-star rating, it massively helps us out. Enjoy.
We got to touch on Liverpool because, my God.
Fair play.
What are they doing?
Fair play.
They keep winning. Wins after wins after wins. Now
With
one
clean sheets as
point,
well, though.
1 point off United. Yeah. Manchester United, that is.
Game
And
behind
Newcastle.
That,
That game behind it.
Okay.
But still,
They're putting the pressure on.
Yeah.
they could sneak
on the
it.
board.
They could sneak it.
Honestly, I think they're going to make it, and either us or Man United's bottling.
Okay, so in that question, what game do either you or United drop points in?
Honestly, Brighton at home is a huge
Thursday.
game for us. Yeah, like essentially we need 2 wins. So like it's so feasible. Leicester should be a win, and it's Chelsea, Brighton.
Mate, that Newcastle Brighton game is huge.
I'm getting
It's
nervous.
absolutely huge.
Yeah.
I'm getting
Thing
nervous
is-
because I think clubs have DNA, and you might not like it, but Arsenal's DNA is bottling, and Newcastle's DNA is disappointing me every single year.
Well,
So also, you look, sorry, really quickly, Reeve.
Yeah, go on.
Brighton are only on 34 games played, 58 points.
Yeah.
4 games remaining, which means they can get 12. They could finish hypothetically on 70 points. They win all
They
their
could.
remaining games,
One of them is against Manchester
which I would say
Yeah.
would get them top 4.
70 points.
Yeah.
Yeah, but their running is Newcastle away.
I know it's tough.
No,
Do you not think?
No. Because United have 3 left. Newcastle have 3 left. They're going to get more than 4.
Do you think?
points. Yeah.
Essentially, Liverpool are going to win the next 2 games, no matter the remaining games.
Also,
See, this is what
70,
I
yeah.
mean. It requires
pressure's on.
somebody else to fumble.
But it's the
Their
Premier League, man.
results.
It's Barkley.
Will, man. I'm
It's Barkley. Something's going to happen. Something's going to happen. Brighton are knocking. They're knocking on the door.
But the benefit is, even if you lose to Brighton, you're still on 66 points and a point ahead.
Yeah, it's completely in our hands, but I do genuinely think Liverpool makes it. I think either we choke or Man United choke. I just think Liverpool are putting that pressure on, mate.
Yeah, but that's all they can do. And then what's going to happen? You guys just win the games.
So say against Brighton, we get a point or we lose. I know it can start getting a bit shaky. Like Chelsea,
It's already
Chelsea-
shaking. You're through to
nervous.
Leeds.
Yeah, that's what I mean, man. That's why I'm smelling a bit
I
of a.
don't see it.
I see it from us or Man U. I think Liverpool's in. I swear down.
Really?
Well, look,
When it happens, it's straight on.
When it doesn't happen, we delete that.
if Liverpool do get it, it would be down to 2 men, wouldn't it? It would be down to Trent. Because, my God, he is so freaking good, man.
Yeah,
Salah got a hat-trick of assists.
he did.
And Curtis Jones,
Curtis Jones, he's really
who's kicked on well.
playing well. He's playing very well. But Trent, do Liverpool still need a centre mid in the summer? If they've got
yeah.
Trent?
Yeah, no, they can't. They need a person to be alongside him. They can't have Fabinho and Curtis Jones for the entire
Fabinho
season.
won't play next year. There's no way.
Well,
Man, he's 38 years old.
he is an old boy, but I mean,
He's like
they don't have
29.
any other 6s, do they? Really?
They'll buy one.
Yeah. Who are they interested in?
Jude Bellingham.
Liverpool, yeah.
They want McAllister, don't they?
Yeah, well, there's a lot
No, they're pretty
of
much got
centre mids going at the moment, isn't there? Really?
There's a lot of centre mids. Not as many 6s, but there's that guy Ugarte from Sporting Lisbon, who's very, very good.
Yeah, I know him.
Probably the reason they beat us at home.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that there's a lot of like midfield options, which is why I don't think any of them are going to be crazy expensive.
Yeah.
Because once you get like Declan Rice for 120 million, if that's what they're asking for, I think most teams will go, well, we'll go and get like Onana from Everton or someone like that.
I
But
say
Especially if they go down.
yeah.
Caicedo.
They can't just rip Brighton apart.
No,
one-
but
the one that-
I think Caicedo has to leave. Well, not has to leave because that's really harsh. But I mean, like, that boy is a top 4 player.
He's only 21.
Yeah, it's outrageous.
Bro, he plays
It's outrageous.
every position on the pitch and he comes away man of the match.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
actually a joke.
It is outrageous.
Dude.
I'd want him at Arsenal. If we don't get Declan Rice, Caicedo.
Oh,
want them
Arsenal were
both.
linked with him, were they not?
We
Yeah,
still
we-
are.
yeah, we
I want
were.
them both. Declan Rice-Ado is the future of our midfield. It is.
No.
What a midfield that would be, by the way. Rice, Caicedo and Ødegaard.
Oh, Oh,
That's Phil.
delicious. And then Smith
be the
Rowe
best
back in the
midfield?
8 when he transforms into a...
Yeah, the Smith Rowe.
Is that the best midfield in Premier League if you have that
No,
midfield?
still Manchester
it's still
City, mate. Come
Rodri.
on.
It's still-
Rodri, Gundogan, KDB.
It's still an average age of like 21 as well.
Yeah.
As long as
City,
Rodri and De Bruyne are still at City.
But you're after Thuram as well, though, right? So, I mean,
Yeah,
Newcastle's midfield is pushing it.
Yeah, we linked. We're
Right.
going to go for one.
Bruno, Guimaraes, Joelinton, Thuram.
But we might just go boring and get McTominay, so that's fun.
No, Marcus is the striker. It's,
Not Lillian, that's his
no.
dad.
Oh, something to it. It begins with S.
Stephen.
Yeah.
Stephen Thuram. Obviously, before the Leicester-Liverpool game, though, history was made. Howard Webb, obviously the head of VAR, I thought he came across very, very well.
Well, he is the most intelligent ref in football, isn't he?
Yeah, he is pretty good, actually. But yeah, they released the audio from multiple refereeing decisions throughout the season. Notably, though, not the really controversial ones.
No. They didn't want to address those. Just
Not
the
the-
ones they got perfect.
No, they didn't want to address the ones they apologised for.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, no, what's the word? Not apologise. Corrected statement. They used a different word rather than apologise.
Yeah.
But this has to stay. I'm sorry, but it's the only way
Transparency.
referees will ever get any form of just respect understanding
Yeah.
after decisions, because you can, at the end of the day, they are humans, and football fans get on their back so quickly. But if they actually listen to the way they're talking to each other and the decision and the reasoning why they're making certain decisions, then I think people will just be more human.
Absolutely. It's like when
100%.
people watch our TikTok clips and they go, what the... And then come over to our YouTube videos where we say it in full and they go,
Yeah.
They don't do that for me. They don't do that for me. But I thought something interesting Howard Webb said was, Neville was asking him, would we want to see this like in games live?
Yeah.
And Howard Webb said, well, we can't do that because it's against the FIFA rules. You can't play live refereeing audio. He said, however, we're speaking to them.
Yeah.
So could you see a rule change where, like in rugby, you hear the commentary live?
Perhaps.
Yeah. I also think it's one of the reasons people talk about why we can't do it is because of the bad language. But you hear it on occasionally in rugby matches where there's bad language, and the commentator goes, "Sorry for the language if you heard it." Like, any kid that's watching football, if you go to a football game, you're going to hear far worse than that anyway. So I think the language thing is just like.
Do you also think though the language thing actually, if players know that they're getting broadcasted to millions of people, they actually might be like...
Yeah, you'd get shamed pretty quickly.
You would get shamed, and also you'd see a lot less of the players just swarming the referee.
Yeah.
So I think there's only positives to come from
It
it.
did happen a lot less in crowdless matches as well during COVID, didn't it? When you could hear players like, "It's room," but they never really went to the referee and threaten them because there's no they're not in the arena.
The main thing I found annoying about that segment though was because we saw the clips where they'd done really well. I was like, how have you got so many things so badly wrong? Like, if that's what it works, if that's how it works, and you have all of this conversation going on, you think about I don't even want to talk about Arsenal, but you think about the Brighton Spurs game where they were just some absolute...
I was hoping that would come up.
It's like, I really want to hear what they were talking about then, because it's...
Do you know what's
baffling.
happened? I genuinely think Howard Webb has listened to that audio.
Oh God, we can't have
and
that.
it's like, oh my God, we can't. he said for example, the offside Arsenal Brentford, when it was offside and they forgot to look at that player. I think Howard said it was a processing issue with the process throughout the thing. I was like, he knows he's had a stink.
Yeah.
He's had to fire someone over something.
Someone at Stockley Park was having a sandwich.
Oh shit! It's onside. Offside.
I zoomed in.
No. Right? But the thing is, even if you heard just absolute carnage behind the scenes, you'd at least still go, okay, they're morons, rather than what a lot of people or some people end up with conspiracy theories of it was deliberate and stuff like that. At least you'd completely rule out that, which is
idiocy but not corruption.
Yeah, exactly.
I think they should have touched on the Brighton Spurs one, because I think a lot of people were thinking, oh my God, there is such an agenda here. This is actually really bad.
Yeah.
But if you heard the idiocies that was happening, I'm guessing, then you actually can maybe understand it.
Yeah, you'd almost find it laughable.
But they should have discussed the ones that they've apologised for. But also at the same time, you can see why would they discuss it when they know that they've already admitted the error?
And this is the chance of or at least the first point of turning a corner, right? So when it comes to them addressing their issues, you don't jump in with that because everyone just like berates them.
Given how good the feedback generally was on Twitter about what a good thing this is, you'd hope that they'll see that and be like, okay, we should.
I think that's what Howard was hoping for. I think if he starts off lightly, and I think, okay, we're getting good feedback from this. Let's see what we can do next. I think he is definitely the right man to be implementing.
He's a good face. It was disappointing that Carragher and Neville didn't really press him on any of those things, because even if they didn't have the clips, I'd have still liked it if they'd been a bit more like.
But I had a feeling they were told
it's mainstream media.
They said on the thing it was the first time they were seeing it as well, so I guess you can't even prep on what you might ask them in a moment if you haven't got the clips.
But I definitely think they would have been asked to like just. Like, this is the first time it's happening. Give Howard give him like at least a few minutes, give him a break. Do you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, it could have backfired. It could have had a horrible reception on Twitter. It just so happened that Howard Webb did an unbelievable job at talking through everything and being very reasonable with everything as well.
But overall, if you have that, if after every game, every big decision, you hear all of that, because it just. At the moment, we hear like either Gary Neville or Peter Walton or flipping Dermot Gallagher coming out like a day after going, well, I think this is probably what they were thinking at the time. It's like, what a pointless piece of coverage that is if we can just hear what they were actually thinking.
And also, a lot of times you get, say, like, Peter Walton or Dermot Gallagher saying, I think this is thing, and then Gary Neville and whoever's on commentary be like, mate, you're just wrong. Like, this is just, it's not how it works. I think on match of the day or after, as you said, after the game, even if they're not allowed to do it live because of the rule changes, hopefully that gets changed. But they as you said, they should release footage on certain things because it would clear up so much.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
Because it would, rather than people speculating for like days, it would be like, oh, this was it.
Yeah.
Easy. And you can humanise the referees because I feel like they do get victimised, and look, we're guilty of it ourselves. But at the same time,
I'm very
get it right.
I started going through their LinkedIn, finding out where they were born.
That's psychotic behaviour, though.
Probably.
Boy, that's psychotic.
Going on Amazon and buying referee outfits so you can join the next referee meeting. Just slip in and be like, I can
touching back on Liverpool and Newcastle and whatnot, I thought this was a very good point that was brought up. Neville said Newcastle have had a bit of a wobble. But actually, is that the case? When across the last 6 games, both Manchester United and Newcastle United have got the same points in 10.
But also, the teams that Newcastle have dropped points to, i.e. Arsenal, is that like, we're title contenders? Is that a wobble? That's a bit harsh.
If you even go in the last 3, we actually have more points of them. If you want to go more recent, we have 4 out of 3. So anyone have any idea what club Gary Neville played for?
Yeah, it was just like poor punditry from Gary Neville, to be honest, because it is just waffle.
Which is the rarity, because I actually think Gary Neville is one of the better pundits, and actually,
he's good.
Annoyingly, he's getting proved correct.
Yeah, he got the Man City prediction right.
Yeah, but at the same time that he was predicting that, people are going back to like interviews in January where everyone else was trying to convince him to say that Arsenal would win the league, and he stuck by it. At the same time, he was saying that United were going to finish second. And
he did.
People have forgotten the part where he was saying United were going to finish second, and we haven't had it now.
He's just going to wind up, though.
He wrote a flipping dissertation on Twitter yesterday about why he was correct about Arsenal all along. And it's like, well, if you write another one about why Arsenal are 15 points clear of Man United when you thought they were going to finish second,
Neville definitely rattles you, doesn't he?
When he's not talking about Arsenal or Man United, I don't mind him.
Yeah, when he's objective, he's got great.
But it probably happens to everyone when he's talking about your club and he's getting things wrong, and he's not being as like critical of Man United as he is about your club, then I think it just rattles everyone. Yeah, so that's true. It is what it is. He's not bad compared to a lot of people.
We like G-Nevs.
If you start talking about Jamie O'Hara and flipping Jason Cundy on TalkSport, that is abysmal. It's not even a good listen. Honestly, that
gives me a headache sometimes when I tune in at 10 o'clock.
I can't stand it.
Drive bar.
Drive bar.
Yeah, whatever it is.
Nah, we like him, man.
I can't stand it.
Now we like TalkSport.
I like parts of TalkSport, but those two in particular.
Not quite Pitch Side, though.